Let's see. Good morning and welcome, everyone. First, I'd like to do a bit of housekeeping. Feel free to unmute yourself when it's your turn to speak. Please be mindful of everyone else by muting yourself while others are speaking. You're welcome to put any contact information that you want to share into the chat. We meet here to share deals, look for deals and solutions we have in need with our real estate. We're not your financial advisors, attorney, or accountants. We do not endorse or recommend any specific solution or contractors here. You're advised to do your own due diligence to your own satisfaction before you invest. The first Friday of each month is Ask the Attorney with Ms. Catherine Davis. Our meetings are typically recorded, so only share what you want others to know.
Okay, thank you, Laura. With that, I think we'll kick it off. I see the Soto Property Solutions is here with David and Stacy. Welcome. And since you're one of our supporting vendors, I'll let one or both of you tell us a little bit about your business.
Thank you. I appreciate it. Hey, everyone. Happy Friday. I am Stacy Lowe. I'm with Soto Property Solutions. I am a licensed realtor. We have two offices, one in St. Louis and then one down in Cape Girardeau. We're a full service real estate team. However, we specialize in property management. So if you have any investment properties and you're looking for some help on managing those, we would love to help you. Please contact me. We do everything for you from start to finish. We do the turnover work, the marketing, the showings, the screenings. We hold the deposits. We do the maintenance. We do all of your accounting. You don't have to do anything. You just sit back and relax and get your direct deposit every month. So give me a call or email if you have any questions or are interested in our services. My email is Stacy, STACY, at SOTOPS.com. And then my office line is 636-305-3380, and I am extension 311. I will also put all of that in the chat. Thanks.
Okay, thank you, Stacy. And if you didn't get that, you can also find her contact information on our website at STLREIA.com. Okay, who wants to get us started here today? Got something real estate related. Got a house, apartment building, apartment complex for sale. Are you looking for something in a particular area? We got usually have a wholesaler or two here that they might have something for you, or they can put that in their to-do list and come up with something in your area.
I'll hop back in there too. I just listed two houses for sale. I'll put the links in the chat. But one is 1720 Monticello Drive. That's in St. Louis, 63138. It's a big, beautiful house. It sits on almost half an acre. It's listed for $217,500. Motivated seller. So if you're interested, bring a price to me. Nice house, beautiful street. All the houses are on like half acres. It's a really nice little area. 4-bed, 2-bath, open floor plan, new vinyl plank flooring. And then I have another one. It's actually like right across the street. Sorry, I'm trying to post the Zillow link. The other one is across the street, or close by. It's a 3-bed, 1.5-bath, and it's listed at $120,000. I'll also put that link in the chat as well. Oh, you're muted.
Thank you. Yeah, good. All right. Thanks for getting us started here. Okay, anybody else got something, or you got a service that's related to real estate that real estate investors could use? On Tuesday, Troy Troy mentioned places to find out about contractors was through referrals, through friends, relatives, there's people that have had a good experience, neighbors, that kind of thing. And this is our Friday sessions, or one of these kind of places to get some good referrals. I'm going through a couple. In fact, we're painting my personal residence. We're getting ready to, and I got all three of the contractors that I've had come bid on the job are all referred through this group. So appreciate your inputs.
Stacy, what'd you say that address was on the second one there?
Oh, sorry, let me find it.
She said it was
I know
across the
you
street.
put the link, but yeah.
Yeah, I gave 11722 Creaton. I don't know how to say it. CRI.
Criterion, yeah, okay, I know where you're at.
Criterion. There you go.
Yep, 63138.
Yep.
Okay, perfect. And 120, that seems like a pretty good price.
Yeah, it is. It needs a little bit of TLC. It needs like a paint and a deep clean, and there's a few like where the door knobs have slammed into the wall, so you need to fill that hole in. But really, it's in decent shape. It has a nice yard too, nice hardwood floors in the living room. It's a pretty nice little unit. It would be a great investment property.
Okay, great, thank you. And the other one was on Monticello.
Yes.
Okay, yeah, I'm familiar with that area. That's good. Those seem like good prices there.
Yeah, definitely. Very affordable.
Yeah, thank you.
Okay. Who's next?
I could mention our resource guide now. I know I see Jay just tuned in. He actually sent me some information on that. I was working on updating that more, and I want to have, my plan is to have that out. We're going to New York, I think next week, but that shouldn't matter. But I'm going to have that out. I want to have that out by the end of the month again with the updated things. I know I see Laura Lennington there. There's a few people that went ahead and put it on there. I can put the questions that we need in the chat. Let me see if it'll let me do this. And so, I know Stacy, you and David are in there too. So, we'll go ahead and get that out. Anybody that wants to be in there, even if you just want to say, hey, I'm a wholesaler and I'm looking for properties in this area or something like that, or, I offer services, anything that you care to offer publicly is welcome in there. Only put in information that will be public though, kind of like what we do here though, just to make sure. So if you do want to be included, just fill it out and send it back to me. So let me see if I can get that in here. So that's about all I had to say about that, but that's something we started several months ago and got it out to a few people, but we've had a lot of people say they wanted to be in there and they just haven't sent it back yet. So if you can, we'd love to have you in there.
Okay, very good. So who wants to take it next? See, well, Laura's got her hand up. I was just going to call. I saw looks like you're having a mid-morning snack there, but
Yeah, I was enjoying some potato chips, just got done walking the dogs, and you know how that goes. So, yeah, everybody, good morning. I will give, I guess, my normal pitch. I just feel like it's a great time to remind everybody of what I do and what I'm looking for. And I actually hesitate to even speak up today because I don't know about anybody else, but I mean, I just feel like activity and opportunity exploded in the last 2 weeks. So I got plenty of stuff going on, deals I'm evaluating, offers I'm looking to make, connections I'm helping people make. But in the meantime, like, look, what I want people to know is that if you own a property that you don't want to own anymore, feel free to reach out to me. I could be a buyer. I could know a buyer if the property's not for me. I could just know a great agent to put you in touch with, but one way or the other, I'd like to help. I'm not sure what it is about this particular group, but I've helped tons of people in this group. So I like to come here and kind of mention that what I do. I've done tons of wholesales. I own 18 doors currently, own or co-own. I've done I purchased 19 doors total with seller financing or creative subject to financing, performing 100% of the time. I'm looking for everything from, good single family opportunities to apartment complexes. So my contact information, if there's anything you'd like to reach out to me about, is my phone number is 719-648-8365. And of course, I'll put this in the chat. But also, my email address is my name, Laura, Laura, .c, as in Catherine, .Lennington, LENINGTON, @gmail.com. Potato chips in my throat, trying to throw me off, but not gonna let them. Okay. That's what I got, everybody. Good to see everybody today. I hope you're all enjoying the great weather and having a great week.
Good, thank you. Thank you, Laura. Yeah. Yeah, I know what you mean busy. I'm not trying to get any busier, but I'm just trying to take care of business now. The weather is nice. Getting out, looking at my rentals and saying, no, gee, I need to do some exterior maintenance here and there. So I was out yesterday putting a new storm door handle on one and putting some new lights on the other side of the garage. Exterior lighting. So
I have a non-real estate related thing I'll throw out.
Sure.
I don't know where this is going, but Lord, you made me think of it when you talk about the nice weather. If anybody has a morel mushroom honey hole that you can't get to, and you want to tell me where it is, I'll go, and if they're there, I'll pick them and I'll bring you some. How's that? All right, I know, totally random. If you know what mushrooms are, you'll know what I'm talking about, but I just thought I'd throw that out there because I love to get out this time of year and walk in the woods and look around and do that stuff, so.
Okay. I'm sure some of you know what she was talking about there, but I will. I'm not one of them. Anyway, related to good weather. Yep. And hopefully we got better weather here. I think that seemed like the storm passed us, most of us by here. I don't know. Did anybody get any storm damage last night? I think there's some high winds down in South County last night. We didn't get too much here in St. Charles. Didn't even get a half an inch of rain, about 3/10 of an inch of rain out of it here in St. Charles, but
Well, let me throw my 2 cents forth in.
okay, go ahead, Jay.
My name's Jay Roman. I'm a private money broker. I do fix and flips, fix and keeps, and refi reboots, and I also do commercial. Now, I am looking for investors for a client of mine. He's got a 48 door with 12 four pieces, 12. So the 48 doors are divided into 12 fourplexes. He's looking for investors that want to invest in the complex. So I'll put my stuff in the chat, and if you've got any questions about it or anything like that, you can contact me. And that's my story, and I'm sticking with it.
Are
Okay,
those all in one place, Jay?
Yes, they are.
Okay, so it's all one complex then, like you're saying there?
Yes.
Okay. All right, great. So it would be 12 buildings then? Is that correct?
Yes.
Okay, all right,
Yes,
just,
12 fourplexes.
okay,
12
and
buildings.
do you have a price on that? And do you know anything more about that?
No, he's looking for investors that will invest in the property with him.
okay,
So it's not been purchased yet?
So he's not selling it. He's not selling it. He's purchasing it. He's looking for investors that will purchase it with him.
I see, okay.
so is this like a syndication
Yes.
he's doing? Okay. You're looking for investors in that. Okay.
All right, great. And what's your contact information, Jay? I know you'll put it in the chat, but if you just want to go ahead and mention that also verbally, that'd be great.
Okay, you can email me at JAY@ROHMAN nationwidehouses.com. So that's J at romannationwidehouses.com, or you can call me at 314-513-1982 to get a hold of me.
Okay, thank you.
Hey,
You're welcome.
okay. So anybody else got any deals for us today? Anybody looking for a contractor? Or anybody got any just general questions? Got a lot of many years of real estate investing experience here. I'm looking at some of the names here, some of our longtime members.
I have a question.
Sure, go ahead, John.
Looked at a few houses lately, and just wondering when there's look like mold on the ceiling, what could probably be the cause of that if the roof looks fine? Just wonder what other causes it might be for mold to be on the ceiling.
If it's a single story house, yeah, I would think could be some old leakage. And even if it got a good roof, sometimes the water can blow in from somewhere else. Anybody else got any suggestions for John what to look?
Is it at near an exterior wall or in the central part of the building?
Like, I think just and the roof looks fine. I mean, nothing, not new, but not real old either. But just wondering what might cause. And sometimes on the walls too. I've looked at a few houses where that's been the situation, and they're vacant, but just not sure what might have caused it.
Yeah, it could just be interior no, humidity too. If it's vacant, been sitting without heat or air conditioning, been vacant for a while. Yeah, those kind of things all closed up.
Okay, yeah, thanks. That probably is it.
Especially in the summer. Yeah.
Thank you.
Okay. Okay. Anybody else got a question for us?
We got a quiet group again today.
Yeah, sounds like it. Oh, I got a question for I know we got a few people on here. Now, it won't apply to everybody, but if you're over 65, have you considered applying for, or have you applied for your real estate tax freeze on your personal residence? Anybody, has anybody done that yet, or anybody thinking about doing it? I've been thinking about doing it because they don't have any income requirements. So at least in St. Charles County didn't. I went and read the rules and found out about it. Say, no, all you have to do is say, yeah, I'm over 65. Yes, I live in this house. It's my personal residence. And yes, I'm collecting Social Security.
Is that county specific, Lloyd, or do you
Yeah,
know?
it's county by county. I know St. Charles County, I think St. Louis City and County, I believe I've heard talks on the news about it. Where those counties also are offering it. I'm always a little suspicious when the governments offer to do that. I know there were some complaints about that from some of like the school districts and things. They're saying that, hey, that's going to cut into our revenue. You want freeze taxes, but I'm thinking maybe this is a time when they're going to do it because their taxes right now, as far as I'm concerned, my taxes, real estate taxes, are at an all-time high. And I think they might be considering doing it now because in the past, when they've hit a high, they have traditionally dropped down a little bit after hitting a big high. Because the taxes are based on the assessed value, and or and not a 1-to-1 ratio, because if you're once the values go up, the assessed values go up, they still have to determine the budget of what they're for the particular county, the budget from all the areas that they support, and then they just divide that budget by over the assessed value from what they expect to get, what they anticipate getting from the real estate taxes, and that determines the rate that they will be taxed at. And I actually went back on mine before I apply. I went back and looked at, let's see, in fact, that's why I was a little late coming in here. That back in the 2017 assessment, it gone up. Yeah, it went up maybe a little more than from the previous year. But and that fixes it for 2017 and 18. That's your assessed value that's used for those 2 years. It's only reassessed. But then they came up with another reassessment in 2019, which mine actually came down a little bit. That assessed value came down, and my taxes also went down that year from 2018. And they continued but they continue to rise again. After any time they could have a subject, they continue to rise again. But they never hit back to the level that my taxes never hit back to the level that they had gone up to in 2018 until this last year, in 2023, when they went up. Mine went up like 31%. The assessed value went up 31%. So I'm thinking I might hold off till next year, 2020, for this year's taxes to be able to come in and see if it doesn't go down a little bit, possibly.
Is that information on the county website then?
You can go to the county website. That's why I had to go back. I had to go back for mine, but I didn't have to pull out my tax folders from previous years to dig it up. Yeah, they had on the St. Charles County, they had it back to 2015. They had the assessed value back to 2015. Unfortunately, they only had the taxes that were paid back to 2017. They go back 7 years on the taxes. Now, it may be different.
I was wondering about the information about the 65 and older, because that's some good information we might want to get out. Because I know in many neighborhoods in St. Louis County and the city, they went up 100% last year.
Mm-hmm.
We personally had one that went up like 95%. And I've talked to several people that completely doubled. It went up 100%. So
I know
if they're, I don't know, everybody's age, but that would be some really good information to get out. So that's something we probably want to find out, is where we can find that and where you'd apply.
Oh yeah, it's on the website. In fact, I don't know if I downloaded the form, or there's just an online form you fill out in St. Charles County.
What's it called again?
It's a senior tax freeze. Call it real estate tax freeze. And you can probably, I'd probably just go to your whatever county government and just search for that. I found it in actually, I think I've gotten some mailings on it here in St. Charles County, or maybe I just read about it. They've got a little newsletter they send out monthly or bi-monthly, and they had an article about it, and they had information on how to apply. But yeah, it's not income based. So just a matter of, at least in St. Charles County here, it's not just a matter of, are you 65? Do you collect Social Security? Is this your personal residence on the property that you're requesting a freeze on? So yeah, I suggest go check it out and see what you think. And I was hoping somebody else maybe had done some research on it too. but
I just checked online and it says it won't be ready in 2024 for St. Louis County.
oh, St. Louis County, oh, that is not, okay, they're not doing it.
Yeah, they said they did not get the proper funds to implement the new program,
Okay. Okay. Yeah,
unfortunately.
yeah. Unfortunately, you have to have some funding to fund a program to handle, hire a couple of employees to handle the paperwork coming in and verifying that information. So apparently St. Charles County has the personnel that they think they can handle it. So they're opening it up this year. In fact, the cutoff was, they had a cutoff here in St. Charles County. Where did I hear? I wrote it down somewhere here. I think it's June or July. Sometime coming up in the next couple of months by mid-year. I think it was June. That you need to get the application in to have it be considered for tax freeze for 2024. But my taxes, like I said, my taxes right now are at an all-time high from 2023. So I'm going to hold off till 2024 or for next year. See how the 2024 taxes go. If it drops down some, yeah, then I might. Because that's what's, like I said, I track the history of my taxes here in St. Charles County, and after a big run up, they did drop back down. So it's possible. Of course, if property values continue to go up, the reassessment in 2025 will overrun over the makeup, more than makeup for what any drawbacks will be. But okay.
Okay, yeah, I see where it's not. Thank you, Linda. It's not, there's no funds for St. Louis County, but they do have funds for the people getting evicted coming up July 1st. That'll be interesting.
Yeah, interesting how city allocates their fund or county allocates their funds.
Okay, well, we'll have to check out some of the other counties. That'll be something interesting to know. It's very interesting how the counties are all different. I know there's over 3,000 in the United States, and that's what the good and the bad is about all that, because if you can specialize in one county, you can be the expert in no time. That's kind of like what we've done over the years, just looking at stuff, because one size doesn't fit all, that's for sure. So it'll be very interesting to see what happens in St. Louis County.
Yeah. I see. Yeah, Tiffany put the link to St. Charles County here. So, yeah, thank you for doing that. Okay. Yeah.
The county looks like it, if I'm reading this right, 62 years old as of January 1st.
Oh, really? They even got a lower
So,
age.
yeah, that's a little different. We'll have to dig into that a little bit deeper.
Like you said, it
really
varies from
interesting to
county
know.
to county.
Mhm.
And yeah, even some counties might have some kind of income limit. But even that's going to be harder to verify. Yeah. Unless they want
That
you.
link does have the program details, the requirements, and if you continue to scroll down some, then it has instructions on how to apply in the online application there as well.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, okay, thank you. Yeah, I know I found it. I just didn't have the link to it. Actually.
So Lloyd?
Yes, Bruce.
Oh, okay, just double checking. I think I'm pretty sure you're right from everything I've heard that St. Louis City County and St. Charles County are all going to have a tax freeze for senior citizens. I guess it starts at 65. I'm distraught that apparently they don't have the manpower in St. Louis County to monitor it, but usually they do the tax assessment checks every 2 years, I think, like you said. So that whatever you were taxed last year would be the same tax as 2024.
Not necessarily the same tax.
Oh.
Is the like the tax rate is based on what the current budget is for the next year's budget.
Where they change the rate, you're saying,
They
as opposed
can
to your
change the
assessment?
rate. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
In fact,
and it might
that's what
change that.
back in the 2017, I said my ones went up pretty good in 2017, but it went up even more from 2017 to 2018. It was based on the same assessed value, but mine went up about $50 between 17 and 18 based on a different tax rate. Yeah, the actual tax rate that they apply to it is based on the budget needs.
Yeah, I
But
guess I
also-
haven't noticed whether the St. Louis County where I'm at, they change the rates and it
Oh, I'm
changes your
sure you will.
taxes.
You can back and check your
Yeah, I'll go
check your
back and
records.
check,
Okay, they've
but
got your records right there on. They go back 7 years on the taxes, and they go back at least in St. Charles County. You can look at your back taxes for 7 years. You can look at the assessed values going back 2 more years, back 9 years looks like.
mhm.
So
Yeah, and they supposedly don't reassess for till every 2 years. So
yeah,
even
it's every 2 years is
if you were to freeze,
the
you wouldn't need to
the
worry
odd
about it
number.
until 2025. But
Yeah,
you can also what's the thing, contest your taxes every year. You don't have to wait till the
right.
odd years if
You
you
can
wanted
always
to
do that. Yeah.
do that. So
Yeah.
like if you think your taxes were too big last year and you didn't get anywhere, you can contest again this year for this year's taxes.
Oh, that's true. Yeah, you can. If you got something other than just that tax rate to complain about on your assessment, your assessed value is up for I don't know.
How does Illinois work, Laura? Does it work like that every 2 years or something?
Oh, as far as reassessments,
Yeah.
I don't know, but I think I just got something about that. I don't pay very much attention, but I will mention, and I know this isn't the same, a freeze and an exemption, but my mom is a senior in Madison County. Someone was asking about Illinois, and we've filed a senior some sort of tax exemption where she, gets a deduction off of her assessed rate or something like that. So to answer David's question in the chat, Bruce, I should pay way more attention. I don't own a lot of property in Illinois. The one rental I've owned for a while, the taxes I just think are super reasonable. So I don't look closely, and I probably need to figure that out, and I'll report back. Great questions. I pay way more attention to the Missouri side, so.
Mhm.
Because aren't taxes higher in Illinois usually? I mean, that's what I've heard. So
Ooh, real estate taxes are high.
Pretty
yeah.
high.
I
So
know
if
that.
you get anywhere in Illinois, you could save more taxes, I would think.
Yeah, they're high. Yep.
Yeah, yeah. Well, and I haven't contested my personal dwelling too much. Not often enough, apparently. So I went up 30%, and even when it went up 30%, I looked at my neighbors' houses that have similar, and their assessed values were higher than mine. So I would have had a trouble finding a comp in my neighborhood that would bring mine down. So
Just a
I
side
just
thought,
leave it on.
can we get Dave Randolph to do all the tax assessments for us, since he manages to do an amazing job with the pre-foreclosures that he does, where he gets them down to as little as $28,000?
He's negotiating with the bank there, not the tax
Yeah,
assessment.
well, it might work the same way with the
No, I don't think so. They've got a little
government. I don't know.
government has a little different database that they're working off of than the bank's just looking at their financials.
Pat Heiser did a really good presentation on that last year on how to negotiate with
Yeah.
St. County. In fact, let me go see if I can find that. I don't remember when that was, but I can see if I can find the link. That's a good one to do though, because if you follow her, she's kind of broke that down. And if you just follow her sequence, it actually works very well. It takes a little bit of time up front. Or there's a company, I believe it's called PAR, that does that for you. and they'll take 50% of your money. But the way Pat explained it, you can keep 100% of whatever your savings is. But if you're too lazy or you don't want to go through all the steps to do that, they'll do that for you. And I had them do it many, many years ago. And they came back and didn't charge me nothing because they said they could only save me about $50. So we didn't do it. I just let it go. But Pat really did a good job. Let me see if I can find that, and I'll put the link in there if I can.
Yeah, her presentation is there, and also I remember uploading her the slides from her presentation last year. That's on our website too, in the presentations section of the members library, members resources.
I contested my taxes purely based off of her presentation. I had no prior experience, did not know what I was doing. I literally downloaded the packet that she brought to that meeting. I tried to watch it online, but the connection was bad. I downloaded the instructions and I had great success. I mean, it took a little bit of time. It took a couple hours, I don't know how many hours, but not like, it wasn't massive, but it was, if you follow it to a T, it was a really great process. I gotta shout her out again.
Yeah, I tweaked mine after her presentation. I was working on mine at the time when she did her presentation. I tweaked it a little bit based on hers, and I got in St. Charles County is kind of a different animal. In fact, even a par, I think, has mentioned when I've talked with somebody there that it's hard to get St. Charles County has a little tighter database, and especially on the newer homes that are, built, I say newer, built in the 1980s from the big building boom out here in St. Charles County from the 70s and 80s on up. Since there was a lot of houses with the same floor plan and the same square footages, there's a lot of comps, and it's hard to, unless you really let your place get run down and it's in awful condition, which I don't, my rentals get down there. So I have trouble. Even I have trouble in my rentals to get, but I got one of them adjusted because there were two. I selected two out of my rentals that had the biggest impact and did the research. One they didn't budget all, and the other one I got a pittance of a reduction. But it was a reduction, so it probably, even that little based over, going over 2 years that the taxes are going to be based on that. It probably paid for my time. It just wasn't a big windfall like I was anticipating or hoping for. So I just had to go raise my rents on those two houses more than usual to make up for it. So, and I did. And the tenants didn't complain. They're still there. So, but on your personal dwelling, you don't have a way of increasing your income to pay your personal taxes when you're on a fixed income. So anyway, who's got another topic you want to talk about today?
Are we still looking for good contractors? I know, I guess I am in the city. I think I'm gonna call Mark Kovitz and ask him, but I don't know that there was anybody else in the city who, because we had talked about that a week or 2 or 3 ago.
Yeah.
And then there was something about the mowers in the city too. I don't know, John did, I don't remember who it was that asked last week.
Oh, looking
Did
for
that
lawn
person
mowing. Yeah.
ever find a mower for the city?
I'm not sure. Who was that? I got in my notes. I was looking for a lawnmower in South City, I thought. Yeah, no, I did get that down in my note. Oh yeah, here. Yeah, it was Ann. Ann was looking for a mower in the South City. I know we got two Ann B's. Ann Bearden's on. Was it you, Ann Bearden, was looking for more?
No, it was not. It was the other
It
Ann.
was the other Ann.
Yeah.
It was Ann Ballinger. Okay.
Two Ann B's. I can't
Yeah, we
believe
get
it.
two Ann
Yes.
B's here. You come on regularly here or show up for lunch. Yeah, and the other Ann B was at our lunch back last month. So Anyway, hopefully she found somebody. I'll ask her next time I see her. If you're looking for somebody in the city, Bruce.
There's the link for Pat's replay for reducing your taxes in the county.
Okay, on the YouTube. Okay,
Yep.
Yeah, I'm not sure the quality of the audio was that good on that though. I listened to it too afterwards to try to pick up some details, but we did have her. If you go to our website, if you're one of our members, STLREIA.com, and go to your log on and your member under the members resources library, there's a presentations link there that has her slideshow, so that'd be good too. She had a PowerPoint, either a PowerPoint or a Word document, whatever that she had checked it up, and she talked from, and it gave her the outline of her points she should talk to. Okay, who else has got something for us today? Not, I got a question for Fabian. I was wondering if he talking about contractors, were you able to get some action going on your rental garage that got damaged? Yeah, maybe he's on another conversation. Looks like he's just got us tuned in. He's the one that lost one of his a garage in one of his South City rentals that wiped out. I don't know if you heard the news. I mean, it's been back almost a month ago now. That somebody lost control of her car in an alley and ran through 3 garages before his car got stopped. Fortunately, his was the first one I went through, so he was meeting with his insurance adjuster last time we were on here. We talked about it, but have to catch up with him later. He's on another call. Okay, well, nobody else has anything. You have any other announcements, John, or just want to remind folks about our upcoming meetings?
No, I don't really have anything else. I was just looking for Pat's download. I've got files in my STLREIA file that I got to dig through them. I'll see if I can find. I don't really have anything else today other than we'll see if we can find out more stuff about the senior tax exempt status. That's really interesting here. I'm not quite 65, but I know a lot of people that are these
Yeah,
days.
we got a number of our longtime members have that status. That's what happens when you're a member of someplace for a long time. But
I know we wanted to talk about some other stuff too. Like I know the insurance was a big deal for a lot of people this year, and we're still kind of working on that. We want to have somebody come in and talk to us about the insurance on what's going on. Because I know people in California and Florida that just they completely just, either raised the price where they can't afford it anymore, or they completely just canceled them. There's a lot of companies now that are canceling people out there, even without claims. It used to be the claim status. I know we personally have not filed claims over the years many times for claims that were under, 5,000 or under, because it raises them. And if you get all your, if you have all your insurance raised, let's say you have all, 36 units or whatever, and they raise them all just by $200, that's quite a bit. So it's not worth the $5,000 claim. I mean, I've eaten claims many times because of that, that particular thing, even though that's why you have insurance, but you got to weigh it out. Is it worth it or not? So that's something I know we want to have somebody come in and talk about that, because things have changed a lot in the last year and a half or so. So, is there any other subject anybody else would like to know about? I mean, we ask that once in a while, but people come in and they'll ask questions. But there's a lot of things we can get, because we do have contact for a lot of resources and people that we just need to know. I know HVAC. We talked to somebody about that last week, and that was another thing. We were talking about maybe having somebody come in and talk about that. And then all of a sudden it got hot and they all got busy. So you might have to.
No, that's true.
You have to work on that. But if there's anything you guys want to know about, just just mention it and we'll see about getting somebody in here because there's experts all over and in our group. We have a lot of good people in our group. So that's about all I got to say. I don't really have anything more.
Okay. Okay, well, hope to see everybody back here next week and in the future at our lunches and our main events. And in the meantime, have a good weekend. Happy Friday.
Thank
Thanks,
you. Have a
everybody.
good weekend.
See you later.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
Have a great weekend. Take
Bye.
care, guys.